share the screen. Right. Okay. So this is how we are going to install the Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Right. Oracle VirtualBox software. Right. So as discussed earlier, for installing virtualization, okay, virtualization related softwares, okay, you have to enable this virtualization settings in the boot level. Okay. So how to go to boot level? It depends upon your laptop. Some laptops, okay, if you're using Dell, Lenovo, Asus, HP, depends upon your laptop. Okay, so we have different function keys. You have to some, you if you are using Dell and all, you can Google it. Okay, boot key, you can simply Google the what is the boot key for Dell laptop, what is the boot key for okay, Lenovo laptop. You can search it. So F2 or F9 or F10. Okay, so you have to use this function keys. When you have to use I cannot show you. Why? Because in case if I want to enter into the boot settings, I have to restart my laptop, so the meeting and all will be disconnected. Okay, so let me show you in the Google Images. So what we can do is virtualization setting in the boot in the BIOS. Okay, just type like this, go to images. Right. Okay, so if you see here, some laptops, you can find the option in the advanced tab. Okay, if you go to advanced tab, there you can see Intel virtualization technology. By default it will be disabled. Okay, you can see here one option is disabled and it was enabled. Okay, so if it was disabled, if it was enabled, that's fine. If it was disabled, just use your arrow keys. Okay, you cannot use cursor in the boot level settings. I gave you the recording permissions, Anjanelu. So seems you have to update your okay, Zoom software. I gave you the recording. For me, it is not showing recording option. So you have to update your this one. Okay, Zoom software. Just please update it. Okay, only for today you can manage. Tomorrow, just update it. After class, you can update it. Okay, I'm going to record. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Fine.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so this kind of setting will be there. You have to select. Okay, you have to use arrow keys, up arrow, right arrow, and sorry, up arrow, down arrow. And once you go to this technology, this setting, you have to hit enter. You can see enabled, disabled. If it is showing disabled, select enable. Okay, and you can see here F10 save and exit. You have to press F10 button. Okay, once you change the setting, you have to save F10 button. In some laptops, you can see under configuration tab. Okay, so like this you will get, once you hit enter, you will get like this, disabled, enabled, and again you have to use your up arrow, down arrow to choose the option. And what you can do, once you choose the option, hit enter again, and press F10 again. It will save and it will exit the settings. Okay, and yeah, this one, system configuration. In some of the settings, you can see the settings, virtualization settings. Under system configuration, there is a tab called system configuration. The image is not clear. Let me open in another tab. We'll see. And you can also find from here. Okay, virtualization is enabled or disabled, you can find from your task manager, guys. Go to task manager. Okay, go to performance. Right, you can see here virtualization enabled or disabled. If it is enabled, before doing the settings, check here. If you are using Windows 10 operating system, you can find. I'm not sure if you are using Windows 7 and all. I'm not sure whether we can find using this option, but you can do it using okay, BIOS settings. Right, so if you are using Windows 10 option, Windows 10 operating system, you can check from the task manager. Okay, how to go to task manager? Right click on this taskbar, go to task manager, go to performance tab. There you can see virtualization is enabled or disabled. If it is enabled, don't do the settings, that's fine. If it is disabled, then you can start changing the settings. Okay, right. And let me go to that. Yeah, virtualization technology. Sometimes you can see under security tab, sometimes you can see under configuration tab, system configuration tab. Okay, so in different tabs you can see the setting, and you can happily, okay, once you change the settings, you can happily press F10 button to save the settings, and you can exit from the settings so that it will restart itself. In case if you still facing the issue, please call me. You have to do a video call to me. Why? Because you cannot share your screen, right, in the WhatsApp. Just do a video call to me. I'll check the settings and I'll help you to fix the issue. Okay, I'll help you to enable the virtualization setting in the boot level. Okay, fine. Right, once you install the Oracle VirtualBox software, right, so you can see this kind of shortcut will be created on your desktop. Right click, open. Remember guys, as a DBS you have to habituate one action. Try to open the applications with run as admin mode. Means applications only, not notepads, okay, Word documents, Excel sheets and all. This is an application. Okay, Oracle VirtualBox is an application. SSMS is an application. Okay, so you have to use run as admin mode. You have to open these applications with run as admin mode, so that in case of any issues, okay, might be some of the issues will be fixed if you open with run as admin mode. How can I open any application with run as admin mode? Right click on this, choose run as administrator. So you will get a pop-up, yes or no pop-up. Select yes, so that it will open. Okay, again, set of files, application related files, you have to open with run as admin mode. Right, so these machines I have already created for the last batch students, so that's why you can see these machines here. For you, you cannot see like this, you can simply see like this. Okay, right click, run as admin mode. You can simply see a free window like this. Okay, no machines and all will be there. As of now, no machines are created here. You can see here, no machines are there. You can see window like this. Okay, right, now let me create a Oracle VirtualBox. Right, so as discussed, what are the main components or resources for any system? What are the main components?
RAM, CPU,
Very good, very good. Okay, so we are going to assign those things now. So in case you want to create a new option, you can choose new, but if you are going to install latest version, you can see new like this. Okay, you can see new option like a plus symbol, or add option, new or add option. Okay, so right, new option. So what you have to do, you want to create a new virtual machine, right? Choose new. Okay, so you have to give the name of the virtual machine, right? I'll give the name as batch 39. Batch 39. Okay, so in which folder you want to save this? Okay, what I'll do, I'll browse it. I'm going to select other folder. So make sure you have enough free space in the drives. Okay, so what I'll do, I'm going to choose this PC. There I can see in which, okay, drive I have free space. Let me go to this D drive and VMs. Do we have any folder VMs? B39 VMs. Okay, let me create a folder called B39 VMs here. Control Shift N, B39 VM. Okay, means in this folder I am going to save my virtual machine file. Okay, select this folder. In the D drive B39 VMs, I am going to save this B39 file. Okay, right, so I'm going to install Microsoft Windows. Of course, I'm going to install Windows operating system. Don't change this one. So what kind of copy? Okay, let me give you recording permissions. Copy. Okay, fine. Right, so what kind of operating system I want to install? I want to install Windows 2012 operating system. Okay, so from the drop down, choose Windows 2012 64-bit, guys. In case if you don't enable the virtualization settings in the boot level, you cannot see any 64-bit operating systems here. You can see only 32-bit operating systems here. So that is also okay. One thing you can easily identify whether virtualization is enabled or not. Okay, if virtualization is not enabled, if you choose version here, you can see all are 32-bit versions only in the version setting. Okay, you cannot see any 64-bit, but we don't create 32-bit machines. We are going to create 64-bit machines only. In case if you see all are 32-bit machines, That means virtualization technology is not enabled in your BIOS level. Okay, so that you have to enable, then you can see 64-bit. So I am going to use Windows 2012 64-bit. This is just to create icon. See here, it is going to create, if you choose Windows 7, it will create Windows 7 icon here. If you choose Windows 2012, it will create a Windows 2012 icon here. Means just to identify which machine it is. See, you can see here Windows 2016, Windows 2012. Just to identify, we have to choose the version here. You can choose any version here. You can install any Windows Server operating system, not an issue. Okay, it will help you to create an icon like this. That's it. Fine. Go to next. As discussed, for any machine we are going to provide RAM storage, right? CPU automatically it will take. So it is asking how much RAM you want to give. So I am having 12 GB of RAM to my machine. Okay, 12,288 MB means 12 GB of RAM. You can give, in case if you have sufficient RAM, you can give 3 GB or 4 GB. Okay, so as of now I'll give 2 GB. 2 GB means, I hope everyone knows GBs. Okay, so can anyone tell me how many milliseconds are there for second? How many milliseconds are there for a second?
60 milliseconds.
I need answers from everyone. Interesting question. How many milliseconds are there for a second? Just type in the chart. How many milliseconds are there for a second? Yes, please, everyone. God, you are replying 3600, huh?
Sir, 1000 milliseconds. 1000.
60 milliseconds, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Every second that have 1000 seconds.
1000?
Every second that have 1000 milliseconds.
Okay. So those who said 1000, 90% you people might be Googled it.
Exactly.
Okay, right? So for a second, okay, 1000 milliseconds are there. 1000. The answer is 1000. For a second, 1000 milliseconds are there, not 60 or 100. For a second, 1000 milliseconds are there. So why we are discussing this thing? Okay, let me tell. Okay, so now I hope everyone knows the differences between bytes, KBs, MBs, GBs, TBs, right? Up to TB we are going to see. Okay, so how many bytes is equal to 1 KB?
1000 milligrams.
1024.
1000.
1024 bytes.
1024 bytes is equal to 1 KB.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Beautiful.
Definitely.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So what is the answer? 1024, huh?
Yes. 1024.
Okay. So 1000 bytes is equal to 1 KB.
1
Okay.
KB.
1024 KB is equal to 1 MB. 1024 MB is equal to 1
1
GB.
1 gigabyte.
1024 GB is equal to 1
TB.
1
terabytes. Okay, 1 MB means KB means kilobytes, MB means megabytes, GB means gigabytes, TB means terabytes, and 1024 TB. Can anyone tell me?
1 PB, sir.
Megabytes,
1 PB.
Petabytes. Okay. 1024 PB HB, hexabytes. 1024 HB, 1
Exabytes.
OB, octabytes. Okay, so till terabytes is fine for us. 2 terabytes, 3 terabytes, usually database sizes. Okay, uh, sometimes you can see 4 terabytes, 10 terabytes of database is also there, 20 terabytes of database is also there. It's the biggest database. 10-20 means it's the biggest database. So usually 90% you don't get chance to work on 10 terabytes or 20 terabytes, but you will get a chance to work on 2 terabytes, 3 terabytes. Less than 5 terabytes database you can see in the environments. Okay, fine. So you have to remember this, guys. 1000 bits bytes is equal to 1 KB. Okay, 1000 bytes is equal to 1 KB. From there everything is 1024 only. Okay, so megabytes, gigabytes, 1 terabyte. And let me ask you this thing. Okay, okay, so can anyone tell me in GBs? I need this value in GBs. Very important. I'll explain why we have to understand this logic. I need this value in GB just by looking it, not using calculators and all. Why? Because lot of files, data files will be there with this numbers, this kind of numbers. You can see data files and all. So you have to immediately identify how much file it is. At least it is not accurate, but at least you have to identify approximate value of this. Yeah, tell me.
3 terabytes.
3 terabytes,
3
huh?
terabytes.
Okay. Okay, so there is a shortcut for this. Okay, so differentiate three numbers. Okay, three numbers, right? Okay, 84 bytes. You can like this. You can calculate like this: 4 bytes, units, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay, 4 bytes, 84 bytes, 384 bytes. After that, it will change it to KBs, right?
MB.
KB,
KBs.
bytes, right? Here. So 9 KB, 49 KB, 349 KB. After that, it will change it to MB, right? 5 MB, 35 MB, 935 MB. After that, it will be changed to GB, 1 GB, 81 GB, 281 GB.
281 GB.
After that, it will be changed to
Terabytes.
TB.
TB. So now what is the rough value, approximate value of this figure? Approximately 3.2 TB. Okay, you can see here, right? 3.2. Okay, so like this you have to understand these numbers, and by roughly or approximately you have to calculate. So 3.2 TB it is. Based on that you can, okay, prioritize your activities and all in the organization. I'll help you where we can see this much files and all. I'll show you. Usually data files will have this much of big numbers and all, so you have to easily identify what is the value of this particular, okay, number and all, right? Fine. So where we are creating machines, right? Virtual machines. Yes, regarding RAM we are discussing these things and all. Where is that? Yes, okay. So 2048 MB means what? How much?
2 GB.
2 GB. Okay,
2
so
GB.
I am providing 2 GB of RAM to my machine. Next, create a virtual hard disk. Now choose this option, don't change anything, just select create. And virtual hard disks, there are different formats: VDI formats, VHD formats, VMDK formats. We usually specify VDI format. Okay, we are going to choose VDI format, don't change anything. Next, and you are going to provide hard disk, right? Hard disk, you can give your own hard disk. If you have a lot of hard disk free space, you can give 50 GB, 100 GB and all, but I am going to give 25 GB. That is enough for the practice. Okay, so 25 GB, how you are giving? Dynamically you are giving, fixed you are giving. If you give fixed size, even though the machine is not using, it will take 25 GB from my local laptop. Okay, from my drive it will take the whole 25 GB. Okay, if you give dynamically allocated, it will only take how much it is using. There is a cap. Imagine here I am going to give cap as 25 GB. If you give to dynamically allocated in 25 GB also, if it uses 10 GB, it will take 10 GB from my disk. Okay, if it uses 15 GB, it will take 15 GB from my disk if you choose dynamically allocated. Okay, but if you choose fixed size, 25 GB will be dedicated to the virtual machine. Clear? So it will deduct 25. Imagine I have 100 GB disk, guys. Okay, imagine I have 100 GB disk. Okay, so what happened once you choose 25 GB fixed size, it will deduct 25 GB from 100 GB. So you can sit 75 GB free space in the drive. If you choose dynamically allocated, it initially it won't deduct the whole 25 GB. While using, how much you are using, it is going to deduct that much from your existing hard disk up to 25 GB. Okay, so which will save you the hard disk, dynamically or fixed size? Dynamically. Why? Because how much you are using, that much only it will deduct. In the fixed size, even if you are using or not using, it will deduct that 25 GB. So dynamically allocated is the best option. Again, don't worry if you don't understand these things, not at all an issue. We are not going to take care of these things in the organization. Okay. Next, okay, I am going to allocate 25 GB here. Let me change it to 25. Okay. Here the machine will be changed in the D drive, B39 VMs, batch 36. Why it is showing batch 36? Let me change it to, okay, I can change like this. Okay, B39 VMs. Right. Okay, so in the batch
Sir,
39,
మీరు Windows 2012
yes, Windows 2012 only I am installing.
సో మీ సర్వర్ ఇస్తారు 25 GB సరిపోతుంది సార్.
Yes, yes,
మళ్ళీ
yes.
దాని మీద
Yeah, that
మనం
is fine. That is fine. See here. See here. This is also Windows 2012 only. This is also server. You can see here. See, we are not doing it. Okay. We don't have big databases and all. Okay, we'll create small databases only. So 5 GB is enough for the operating system. Remaining 20 GB is enough for the creating databases, maintaining and managing these things and all. 25 GB is fine. Okay, so in the organization you will have 100 GB disks, 200 GB disks, 500 GB disks. Okay, so like they also initially don't create with 500 GB, 1 TB and all. They will also start creating with small values, 100 GB, 100 GB, 100 GB and all. Later they keep on extending the drives. Okay, so for us, for our practice, 25 GB is sufficient. Right. Okay, so 25 GB I am giving, create. That's it. Okay, machine is created now. Right, you can see here batch 39 is created. Clear? Any issues, any doubts, guys? As of now, let me know if you have any questions. If you don't have any questions, that's fine, I'll proceed. If you have any questions, just ask me. Again, don't worry. Okay, so you can ask in your local language, Telugu also, not an issue. First thing is you have to clear the doubts, that's it. Okay, don't mind about the language, that's not an issue. Right, no doubts?
హలో సార్,
Yes, yes,
అంజనేయులు
tell
సార్
me.
ఇది.
Yeah, tell me, tell me.
ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో ఇది VMware ఉపయోగిస్తారా లేదంటే
VMware, mostly 90% they are going to use VM, not 90%, 60 to 70% VMware will be used. Okay, 30% virtual boxes will be used, but whatever it will be. Okay, one
Okay,
minute,
sir.
guys, 1 minute since reached the end of the service. So whatever it will be, we don't okay bother about those things. Why? Because at the end of the day, we are getting servers or not. Okay, this will be taken care by the organization. At the end of the day, we should have servers to work on it. That's it. Okay, whether they are using Oracle VirtualBox or VMware, there is no. But for our practice, VirtualBox is very helpful when compared to VMware. VMware, if you install, your laptop will be dead slow. If you observe it or not, it will be dead slow. Even though you have good enough good amount of RAM also, it will be dead slow if you install VMware. Yeah, clear? Any doubts, guys? Any issues, any doubts? If no doubts, we'll proceed for installing Windows Server 2012 operating system. No doubts, right? Fine. So this is our machine. In case you want to go to the settings of the machine, right click, you can go to the settings. Okay, so now you went to a laptop shop, you bought a laptop, a new laptop, brand new laptop, you bought a brand new laptop. What is the next step he is going to do, the shop vendor is going to do? Once you bought the new laptop, what he will do?
OS.
OS installation. Very good. How he is going to install OS?
Using pen drive
Using
or disk.
pen drive or
CD, pen drive.
CD or pen
Hard
drive. Very good. Okay, so this is virtual machine. Okay, this is virtual machine, so we cannot insert pen drive and all. Okay, so what we can do is we can insert ISO image. ISO is okay, virtual CD kind of thing. ISO, Windows operating system ISO image. Okay, Windows operating system ISO image. Okay, ISO image means it's a virtual CD kind of thing. For virtual machines, please mute, please mute, please mute. Okay, that's fine. Who is that? Right. Okay, so that's fine. So we have to attach ISO image for this machine now. Okay, how can I attach Windows 2012 ISO image? Okay, right, go to this machine settings. Where is my Oracle virtual box? Yeah, this is the one, right? So how can I attach OS now? Right click, go to settings. Okay, go to storage, select this empty CD, select this CD button, choose virtual optical disk file. So you can see, as I have regularly doing, I can see my Windows operating system now. But in your laptop, you will get my documents folder and all. Just in which location your Windows operating system is stored, go to that location and select the Windows 2012 operating system. As of now, might be you don't have Windows 2012 operating system. As discussed, I am going to provide you the softwares. Okay, so once you got the softwares from me, then you can choose Windows 2012 operating system. Okay, now I am going to choose this Windows 2012, double click on it so that it will be attached. See here, .iso image. This is my Windows 2012 R2 x64 64-bit ISO image. Okay, so now I attached the CT, means I just put the CD. Now I have to start the laptop, right? To start the laptop, what I have to do? Double click on this or select it. You can select the start button. I am habituated for double click. Just double click on the 39 machine. So it will detect the operating system now. Installing the operating system is very easy. Very easy. Okay. So you have to choose only one or two settings. That's it. Let me shut down this one. This is my old machine, right? So don't shut down the servers in the organization, guys. Okay, if you shut down the server, that is the last day. Okay, so don't ever shut down the servers. Once our work is completed, we have to log off from the servers. Okay, right, so this is my new machine. Okay, batch 39. Okay, fine. So don't change any settings, keep it as it is. Next, install now. Right, I have 4 types in this Oracle, sorry, not Oracle, in this Windows Server operating systems. Okay, I can see 4 types. One is server core installation, standard edition. As we have different editions in the SQL Server, Windows servers also having different editions. Windows Service is also having standard edition, developer edition, enterprise edition. Okay, we are installing, you can see there are two editions here, standard edition and data center edition. Okay, so any edition you can choose second or fourth. You can see in the brackets, choose GUI, don't choose server core installation. You don't get a GUI interface if you choose one or three. Okay, if you choose one or three, you don't get server interface, GUI interface. You don't get, you will get command interface, CUI. Okay, command user interface. So don't choose one or three, choose second option or fourth option, anything is fine. Okay, GUI, make sure you are choosing GUI option. You can see here server with a GUI, so that you can see the GUI. Again, people will do the same mistakes, sir. I am unable to see Windows screen, sir. What I have to do, sir? They will choose first option or third option. Again, why I am giving you the recordings to you? So you have to follow these recordings. Of course, I'll appreciate without watching recordings you're trying. That's fine, but at least you have to try. Okay, before, if you are getting any errors, go with the recordings, check where you did the mistake and proceed as per the recordings. Okay, so again, don't choose one or three, choose the second option or fourth option. Okay, right? I'm choosing data center with the GUI. Okay, next. Of course, for every software we'll have this one, I accept the license terms, choose it and go to next. So we have two options, upgrade, custom. Go to custom option. Okay, you can see 25 GB, I gave 25 GB, right? So this is C drive, so I'm not doing any partitions and all, simply give it as it is. Sometimes you can see the next button will be grayed out. Okay, might be if you mistakenly selected any option, automatically next button will be grayed out. So choose this disk and next button will be enabled. Okay, next, that's it. Okay, it will take 10 to 15 minutes to complete the installation. This is how we are going to install Windows Server operating systems. Again, in the organization, who will take care of this activity?
Windows team.
Windows team will take care of this activity, so nothing to worry. So for our practice only, we have to learn all these things. Of course, learning new things, okay, it's not any problem, it will not create any problem, you will get good knowledge, right? Okay, so it will take 10 to 15 minutes. Let's wait for it. Okay, the meeting is going to close in a minute. I'll reopen the meeting again. You can join once it was completed. I'll show you the remote